Hey, what's good, y'all? Thanks for tuning in to the channel Subconscious Truth. It's your girl Raina here, and this reading is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So, first I'd like to take the time out to thank y'all. I really appreciate y'all tuning into the channel. This reading may or may not resonate. It is general, but let's get right to it. So, and the heart of the matter is the Ten of Pentacles. So this could be an ending to a relationship, some type of committed relationship. This could also be dealing with finances. Maybe, y'all coming into some money. Or y'all like dealing with practical matters at this moment. Maybe y'all dealing with family, your husband or wife, um, this is, the family's traditions, and conditionings. This is your security and stability. Who you go to for support, financial support, even emotional support. You go to your family for that, for support, whether it be financial or emotional. But there is something ending here. This is a 10, so, there could be a relationship that's ending, a job that's ending, just a cycle that's closing out. And with the Six of Wands, this is someone moving on. This is what's crossing you, though. Maybe somebody wants to move on, but they having a hard time doing so. Maybe they don't know where to go. Maybe, you lost an apartment. Maybe you lost your home. Maybe, it's time for you to move out of someone's home who was supporting you. Or maybe there's a job, that's ending, and you're moving on, you're taking off. But maybe you don't know the direction you want to go in. Maybe you don't know where you're gonna find your security and your financial support from, and that could be, what's the challenge? Where are you heading? Where are you going? Where's this journey taking you? You know what I mean? Because it's kind of like you need to look for that home or that support or that security. Maybe you do have children. Maybe you have, with the Six of Swords, it's talking about you're moving forward, but you have baggage. So maybe you have, things of that's sentimental to you, like, and you're moving on, but it's kind of hard to, you know what I mean? And with this Moon card, this is in your conscious mind. So this is illusions, this is delusions, this is your shadow, this is what's hidden, this is your emotions. So y'all could be, this is also the illusion of security. So some of y'all could be listening to your intuition on where to go. This is what you're needing to do. Listen, be in tune into your intuition, follow your instincts. Especially because this card dealing with the Six of Swords is in water. So I feel like it's very emotional right now for you. It could be a confusion or illusions, but also you need to follow your intuition, your instincts in this matter. The King of Pentacles is in your subconscious position, and then this is a man of stature, and no, not of stature, but of status. This is an energy of stability and security. This is, maybe you wanting to find your own stability and security. This is you needing to get your money right. Find something that's gonna be for the long haul. This King of Pentacles is the master of Pentacles. He is the master of practical, of money. Some of y'all are needing to find that stability and security on your own, and maybe that's difficult. What is your security and stability? Because at the end of the day, like, the moon brings illusions, and stability is an illusion. It's whatever you think is stability and security for you. This could even be your father. This could be your husband. Because dealing with the Ten of Pentacles, this is dealing with our traditions and our conditionings. And, we take on our father's, the home, the father's, that is supposed to be our security, the father, the husband, in terms of how society sees it and stuff like that, that's who brings home the money. That's who brings home the bacon, whoever makes the money, you know what I mean? Well, it could be the mother, of course, but, you know, we tend to carry on our parents' ways of financial, habits. You know, this could be family habits of money, That's for some of y'all, but it's just that y'all want stability and security, y'all own. But maybe y'all have a hard time doing this, finding it. Because in your past position, you have the Queen of Cups. Now this is a woman who's very intuitive. She's very loving. She loves unconditionally, but sometimes she could be more into her emotions. She could be emotional needy. She could be also too emotionally overwhelming. So this could be like the mother. This could be, I see what this is dealing with is the father and mother. This is dealing with the 10th and 4th house. This is Cancer. So something is happening to your 10th house here. Some of y'all could be changing careers, changing your whole life around and giving up, something you worked on for years and years. Maybe some of y'all are retiring. Some of y'all are leaving an old job or just leaving the old ways of how you handle your stability and security, your money, your finances. Something is changing here. The moon brings cycles. There was a full moon in Taurus. So I feel like this is something that may happen in the next 30 days. But it's definitely something with your stability and security that's changing. And yeah, outcome, you have this Five of Pentacles. If you are following your intuition, maybe you are leaving your husband, or maybe you are facing the fact, maybe you needed to face the fact that you have, you're unstable financially. Maybe you have this lack mentality. Maybe you're codependent on people. You could be codependent on your job. You know what I mean? This is you being codependent, and this is that Queen of Cups. She's very a passive energy. So if you're too much in your emotions and too emotionally overwhelming for people, and you're gonna suffer financially. You're gonna suffer here on this physical plane of ours, this reality. So maybe your money's always fucked up. Maybe you just have codependent issues. You depend on your spouse. You depend on your family. This could be something traditional. This shit could be handed down to your moms. Maybe she always, y'all got into relationships just for that stability, security, but you never was fulfilled emotionally. So, you suffered because of that, or vice versa, whoever you're dealing with. But this could also be you breaking free of being dependent on someone. And of course, if you're breaking free from them, with this Five of Pentacles, is more like you're going to find your own way of stability and security. You got to just let go of the old ways you used to do it. Let go of what you were codependent on. And this is you finding your own way, breaking free from that, from your old traditions, from your old conditionings of money, of what security and stability means to you, because it was an illusion of security. So it's kind of like you're separating yourself from these people, places, and things that you were emotionally attached to for security. You know what I mean? But it's kind of like now you're able to break free from that. That's for some of y'all, but some of y'all are needing to face the fact that y'all have codependent behaviors, and a job is one. Like, you are dependent on that to pay your bills. So that could be codependency. you know. But you do have the Sun, the Queen of Wands, and the Empress here. So I feel like, you know, whatever's hidden, whatever's in the dark comes to light. You know what I mean? So I feel like you know, whoever's in this codependency, whoever's in this financial debt or faces some type of hardship, I feel like you do free yourself because you're gonna get enlightenment. You're gonna gain enlightenment. You're gonna have some type of realization about these codependent emotional behaviors you have, or you know, you're just breaking free from these conditionings and patterns you have as far as what you thought or was conditioned to when it comes to your security and stability. This Queen of Wands is a woman of confidence. She is very intuitive. She's very independent. So I feel like, you know, for y'all who are being codependent, but are coming out of that, and wanting to find it on your own and do it on your own, I feel like you are going to become the Queen of Wands. You are going to gain that confidence in yourself. And with this Empress here, you are going to be able to tap into that abundance, that prosperity, what is rightfully yours. You know, if you have this lack mentality, you're going to begin to see, you're going to have self-respect. You're going to be more secure within yourself. You know, maybe you have these insecurities, these fears of being on your own. But I feel like you're going to come into that and recognize your strength, you know, through these hardships. You know, maybe that's why you're going through these hardships, because it's like you needing to break free, become more independent, but be more confident, and know that you can create abundance, you can create prosperity on your own. That is what's gonna build up your you know, your confidence in yourself, believing in yourself. Also recognize the beauty in yourself, because this Queen of Wands is very, very, you know, this energy is very sexual too. You know, this Queen of Wands and the Empress and the Sun is very sexual here. You needing to tap into this energy. This is how you create. You know, this is how you could handle this cold world, by tapping into this energy, being able to basically level, you know, stand in situations with men. You know, for me, this Queen of Wands could deal with men. You know what I mean? She doesn't shy away. She doesn't second guess herself. She's very, very confident in herself. She could go head to head with a man. You know what I mean? As far as when it comes to business, or like, you know, or something of that sort. So, you know, I feel like you are stepping back and you stepping into your power. You know, you had to go through this in order to gain enlightenment of yourself. You know, freeing yourself from these insecurities, and stepping into this Empress energy of abundance and prosperity, creativity, learning how to make nothing into something. You know what I mean? So if you are separating yourself from someone, or even psychologically separate, you know, your mind, your mental, these insecurities are coming to a head. Like, but now it's kind of like, you know, your subconscious mind is being programmed to be like this Queen of Wands. You know what I mean? Be more trusting your intuition, not be so much emotionally overwhelmed, but be more intuitive, listening to your higher self, because you're more confident. So you're gonna trust in your intuition. You're gonna trust in yourself, and I feel like your ego is developing too. Like you're becoming, your ego is developing. So like you're gonna begin to trust yourself, when it comes to decision making, because the Empress is creativity and is a rebirth. So I feel like you are going through some type of spiritual rebirth, when it comes to your feminine energy. You know, you're not gonna be so much in this Queen of Cups because I feel like it caused you to be more stagnant. You love maybe the wrong people, or you love them unconditionally, which is draining you, which is causing you not to take care of yourself. Maybe you're taking care of others. That's what the mother does. She tends to take care of others. This time around it's like you need to take care of yourself, even physically. You know what I mean? Physically, psychologically, emotionally, financially. Like, you needed to take your power back. You needed to step into this. You're definitely going through a rebirth. Seriously, you're going through a spiritual rebirth where you're taking your power back. You're not going to be so emotionally wrapped up in this physical world anymore, because it could have been very draining for you, very draining. This is you standing toe to toe and being able to make decisions and not second guessing yourself. Knowing your self-worth, not second guessing yourself, but being more sure and more confident in the decisions you make. This is you creating prosperity and financial stability with this Empress. This is creative. This is a birth of creation. Whether it be a business, or just your energy. Now you're stepping into this Empress energy. So this is how I'm looking. This is what's looking like. What is looking like. Sorry, for y'all in this month, mid-month, November. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Y'all definitely gonna step in your power. You're definitely going through a rebirth. What all these insecurities were definitely more